And welcome to another episode of Rap in Order. I'm First Class Regg.
I'm Taurian B.
We have Funny Julius here. Hi, Julius. We got Bobby Digital here. His do-rag is very tight. We got Eli P here.
What's up, everybody?
He is bundled up indoors. And today, we're getting into Cardi B's debut album, Invasion of Privacy. Invasion of Privacy premiered in 2018. It was a big year for Cardi. It was led by the single Bodak Yellow, of course, followed by Cardi, Be Careful, I Like It, and Ring. So she had 5 big singles on this album. Of course, we knew Cardi as an internet personality at this time before this album came out. The album came out and kind of capitalized off that personality, and it made her bigger than ever. She was fucking co-hosting late night TV shows, something that musicians just never did. Cardi was everywhere. She was on. She proved herself to be a mainstay outside of just internet foolery. How do we feel about the album overall, though? Because Tori, you want to start off?
I'm gonna start it off. So I'm gonna start it off by saying, like, I've been following Cardi B since she was on Instagram just talking shit, and from that to loving hip hop to when she was on Love and Hip Hop, explaining why she was on the show, saying that she wanted to record music, and we all thought it was ridiculous. We thought she was like another Jocelyn Hernandez, and the fact that like she like persevered and like showed improved, it's kind of like Almost Famous actually happening. Right. So when I see that, I'm like really proud of her. And it's like, obviously, like everybody has something to say, everybody has an opinion, but it just makes me really proud of this woman to come from the circumstances that she comes from, the child of immigrants, to actually become a millionaire and being able to take care, like basically make sure her family will never be broke again. Right. So that's all like the mushy stuff that I have to say about that. As far as the album, I have a special place in my heart for this album because when I saw her performing live, she was pregnant at Coachella, and it was really an exciting time because that year was Baychella, so Beyonce was the big deal. So with that being said, like just being able to see that and enjoy that, like this woman was pregnant, performing and flawlessly giving a great performance. Like she was actually on the pole, doing tricks, all that shit, and still performing with some of the biggest stars out that year. And like I just truly enjoyed seeing this woman's meteoric rise. Like I felt like I saw it from infancy to like, you know, one of the biggest artists in the world. Like think about this. Like she's broke records that have like stood the test of time for like 15 years prior to that. It was like after Lauryn Hill, like no female rapper did anything relevant. No disrespect to Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj did a lot of things that were relevant. But what I'm saying is like it seemed like no female rapper was acknowledged, right, until Cardi B. And yes, Nicki Minaj came out and held it down, and she was the only female rapper like doing it after a long period of time, right? But it seemed like after Cardi came out, the floodgates opened. We got all the dolls, we got all of the Lils, you know, coming out. Like think about how many female rappers have come out since Cardi B broke into the music industry. It's like she like made it a trend, and yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm not sure if it's because Nicki was so good and talented, they felt like they couldn't find another female rapper as good as her. Or if that when Cardi came out, they actually figured out a way to make the formula work.
I think it's the latter, because I think with Cardi actually came out with the energy of welcoming other female rappers and like working with other female rappers and being open to it. And she came with just a big friendly demeanor, and she used to shout out other rappers on the come up. So that was really big for her because Nicki, and she still does that. Nicki didn't really do that. Nicki kind of held that spot. And when Nicki came and before Nicki, it was kind of a one at a time kind of thing with women in rap. And if it wasn't one at a time, the ones that were out were against each other. Like they were always pitted against each other. You have Kim and Fox as like the main ones that come to mind. But Cardi brought around a much needed positive energy, like to women in rap. And I think, shit, look at all the women that have came since then. Nicki had damn near a 10-year run with it just being her, which is very impressive. But it's like, damn, like you're the only woman like holding it down, you know? And then like there was talk of politics in the background of Nicki being the one that kind of shunned other women on the come up and her just wanting to occupy that spot. So I was happy to see what Cardi is doing, and she's still moving. Rob, I'm gonna go to you. What did you think of this album?
I love this album. I mean, you guys mentioned a couple key factors in the beginning. Cardi was so well received because she was the popular girl in high school that everybody genuinely liked. I think that when you looked at Nicki, she was a mean girl. And because she was a mean girl, a lot of niggas didn't really fuck with her like that. Like because you didn't seem, Nicki never came off as a girl that you would kind of hang out with. To be honest, it was just like, oh, she's just one of those popular girls. But Cardi, we all could relate to her because she was an around the way girl. And then the music came, and then the music was just as infectious as her personality was. I mean, Bodak Yellow is to women as computers are to niggas. Like, women hear Bodak Yellow, and it's a different sense of energy, and we all loved it at the same time.
Yeah,
and then
I just had to add this, and I'm sorry, you could get back to it. Shout out to Mo Bigga. I distinctly remember going to Pizza Zoo and Mo Bigga coming to Pizza Zoo and saying, I'm only here to listen to Bodak Yellow. And when Bodak Yellow plays, I'm gonna turn up and I'm out. And that's literally what she did. That was in Brooklyn at the Well. She turned up like when it came on, I looked for her, and then she legit like dapped me up and dipped. Like she left. I was like, wow. Yeah. So that record had its time, man. It had its time.
Not only that, but she had some stiff competition that Grammy year. You know, when you look at her, who she was playing, it was Swimming by Mac Miller, Victory Lap by Nipsey, Daytona by Pusha T, and Astroworld by Travis Scott. That's some stiff competition for your first album. And I think, you know, when you reflect, you know, you have Nip's untimely passing and Mac's untimely passing. And then you had the controversy with Pusha and Drake. And then you have the star-studded of what Astroworld was, but Astroworld we got later in that year. We got that around August. Like July, August.
Same time as Swimming. It came out around the same time.
Yeah. So to be honest, like when you looked at it from a competition wise, she stood a good chance. She did. Like, and when you look at the album out of 13 tracks, at least 6 or 7 of them we heard outside. Mm-hmm. So whether it be good relationships by the label or genuine talent, the star quality was there and we all received it. It's a great album.
Okay. And Julius.
Oh, I'm going to I gotta say the bad first. This album is the start of her being cold. If you know, you know.
No, elaborate.
No, oh, see, y'all wasn't called. Y'all wasn't
cold. Okay. I got it.
Only day ones. No.
Okay, so I thought you meant. I took that as like cold musically. I took
that now. It's hitting Eli.
Yeah, it just hit me. Never.
I know what you mean now. I'm here. I'm here. You potting?
Sadly, you know You know, she started getting cold. It was sad to see, but it was, you know, she had to do it. She had to do it. This album is a classic in hip hop. This album, the last time an album had this much of a anticipation with, you know, just like star making power around it, or just, you know, a star-studded power around it. This gave me it was Lil Wayne's The Carter 3. I don't remember an album being this big as the Carter 3. This is a certified classic album in hip hop. This is a perfect album. It probably has maybe two or three fillers in there, which is all right because
Yeah.
it, I sorry you didn't interrupt anybody else. Is it because it's me? Is it because I'm dark skinned?
I love you, so shut the fuck up.
Thank you. This album is a certified classic. This album will reign over time. The moment I heard Bodak Yellow was the moment I said, okay, she's really going to be great at this rap and stuff. This is going to be a hit. I remember the day Bodak Yellow, the freestyle came out. Well, it's a freestyle. It was a freestyle then, but I remember the day it came out, and I remember the day about maybe a week or two that it was in the clubs, and I was hosting several parties during this time, and to see it go from a group of four women knowing the lyrics, well, a group of four women and me knowing the lyrics, to the whole party, um, saying, screaming it out. I was like, yeah, she got it. She's going. She's out of here. She's out of here. Um, yeah, this album was amazing, perfect. The money that was put behind this was so beautiful to see. It was so great for them to see that just be done for her. It's a lot of stuff that came with this album. Her and Offset, Offset at that time, part of the Migos, they were I want to say they were the biggest hip hop act there, if not one of the biggest hip hop acts there, and not only hip hop acts but musical acts as well. So her and Offset meeting and hooking up was really really cool to see, and it was a great moment with Cardi. It's we're talking about we always talk about classics and what makes a classic a classic. I think having good music is great, and having great music is a good start. But this album had so many different moments, so many moments. It had more than damn near 5 moments, and just like afterwards as well. It's like whoa. So yeah, I love this album. This album is great. This is one of the greatest, not only greatest female rap album ever, but one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. I don't know whether it's like a top 500, top 100. I don't know the number, but it is there somewhere. This album will definitely be incredible to listen to 10 to 20 years from now.
Julius, I got a question for you.
Big words.
Big words. You got to go big or go home.
So our listeners, I know you guys have become used to it, but Julius, shouldn't you hold on to the end of that?
No, because I think no, I think it's spoken already. I think
You don't think that you don't think jumping. You don't think that's you don't think that the listeners would like it if you waited till the end opposed to saying that. Now they listen. Oh, Julius thinks it's a classic. Now there's no reason to listen to it.
Oh yeah, number one, you're gonna know how I feel about this album because that's how.
No, but I'm just saying you can share. I think you can share how you feel about the album, and then wait to the end to say that it's a classic because that's the whole point of the show.
Well, when I understand that, but when you look at our listeners are going to know what this album is. So when you look at the cover, everybody's going to say, "Oh, wow, that album was incredible. That album was beautiful. That could be a classic." Like this, just off the album cover. Shout out to Nikki Chulo. Just off the album cover, it come on. This is. I don't. There are certain albums where you just look at it and say, I need that album for the rest of my life, and this is that album.
Well, okay, so I will say to Taurian's point, I think the cool thing that Julius does is he does state how he feels about the album in the beginning, and that could very well change by the end of us reviewing this album. That's how he feels right now.
Yeah, well,
He has done this before, where he said very strongly how he feels about an album, and then at the end of the episode, after we break everything down, because we're so fucking smart, it changes his mind sometimes. So who knows how he'll feel at the end of this?
We'll see.
But Eli, last but not least, how do you feel about this album?
I mean, it's already been, everybody has said everything that I could possibly think of to say. All I could really add to it is I really do enjoy this album. We could get into it.
Okay. So without further ado, we'll get into the album. The album starts off with very strong, very Meek Mill vibe. But
Meek Millie.
What's up?
I was just saying Meek Millie.
Oh, but it starts off with Get Up 10, which is produced by Sean Island and DJ Swang Q. Big moment for Cardi. It's like her official introduction, so it's a lot riding on this one, and I think she delivered. What do y'all think?
I think.
Oh no, this intro is incredible.
Yeah, I think the same thing. This is definitely a Meek Mill vibe.
Hold on, guys.
Wait, I think there's
I think there's a glitch. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whose service it is that's acting up. But it's a good, like, besides having a Meek Mill vibe, it's just a really good intro. And I hate the fact that she was pregnant while this album rollout was coming, because I think if she would have been able to do more performances in clubs, and actually, even though this album had 5 singles, right? I think if she would have been able to do more performances, that this one would have also caught on and became like an anthem. And I think that it sucks that they were like, all right, we got these 3 songs that we're going to push, and then 2 of the other songs just happen to pick up. But she, when I'm listening to this album, I'm like, she could have had about 8 songs that could have been in rotation on the radio.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I think she did though, low key. She had
the song with YG was on the radio, and that's like my shit. Can't wait till we talk about that one. But yeah, she definitely did have a few more on the radio that were like charting and doing well because of streams and shit like that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and Julius, what were you going? I think you were trying to say something at first.
Oh yeah, this is definitely Meek Mill vibes, but I just love the aggression in this. It was a long time coming before we heard like an aggressive lady on the mic. So I really appreciated this. It's the beat switch, which is like beautiful. So that's all I have to say so far.
I think what I like about Cardi is that she has what I call the B Rabbit effect from 8 Mile, where you can't really say shit about her because she owns everything, right? She owns everything about herself that you could possibly say wrong about her. So in the beginning, of course, when you call her a stripper, you call her a hoe, whatever, like Cardi always lives in her truth. So it's like, it doesn't really stick. And then also like, oh, you just still flows, whatever. I distinctly remember her going on stage when people was talking about her using Kodak Black's flow, and then even her using Meek's type of style for this song. She went on stage and was like, yo, I'll take anybody flow. I'll steal anybody flow. Like, whatever, like, what's up? I'll do that shit and I'll make it better. I thought that was fire. It was like a new type of ascension for a rapper that I never seen. Because like, you never see rappers pop off like that. Rappers are always trying to defend themselves. They never really try to own something that people are accusing them of. And so when I saw her do that, I was like, oh yeah, she's out of here. You can't do nothing to Cardi. You can't do nothing to her. She's out of here on that level.
Anytime a rapper starts off saying, look, they gave a bitch 2 options, stripping or lose. I used to dance in the club across from our school. That is a bar. That is a bar like no other. You stripped across from your school, you got it. That's it. This is how we start an album off. I'm here for it. Whatever else you about to rap, I don't care. That's a bar. That's one of the best female bars I've ever heard. By far.
She's so in touch, man. Like, we haven't had. Would you say, Eli?
That Rob saying that shit like he could relate.
Yeah, he like, yo.
Like, I'm saying, like, because then you know what it is?
You was stripping across from
because me? It's the next bar where she said, I said dance, not fuck. Don't get it confused. That's a super like layered, like you gave us the bar already to continue the bar and yo, bro, rapping.
Felt it.
I was here. I was like, ooh.
And because she knows that stripping, when you hear the negative connotation with strippers is that they do like they fuck on the side, or like if you pay them enough, like you can hit it. So like her clearing that up was needed.
Yo, Regg had to set the record straight because bitches love to assume. What? Yo, come on, like this is rap in order here. That's rap.
That's rap.
That's rap.
But what about the bar, bro? You just gave us a line.
I mean,
I gave you 4 bars, my nigga. All right, you know what?
I'm just asking.
Do you listen to music or do you skim through it?
Like this song.
Oh yeah, I knew that was. But all right, so we'll get into the next song, which is Drip.
Don't get it confused, bitch.
Next song is Drip. Drip features the Migos and is produced by Nonstop the Hitman and Cassius J. Came through dripping.
Drip.
Came through dripping. Drip. Came through drip. That was on the neck. They dripping. Woo!
This still is very much an enjoyable.
Unmute your mic.
Who's mic?
Taurian. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Drip. Oh, man, I love this. Migos. So shout out to the Migos.
My thing is that Takeoff is the one who really, 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 really makes this song knock. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Takeoff was trained how to rap from Quavo, right? Because Quavo always made him do ad-libs for him. So basically putting Cardi in that position, it was the best thing ever. And I really think that's why like he made the song like stand out and shine. This song is so fucking good. Let me tell you something. Seeing all of them perform together and them be her hype men, all 3 of them, like Alvin and the Chickmunks behind her, was the greatest thing in the world, bro. Amazing.
You performed this with her at Coachella?
Yes.
Son said Alvin and the Chipmunks. Boy,
that's fire. But no, this song is a hit. It worked in every sense of the word, and like Cardi with like I think this was her second collab with them because Motorsport came first.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next song that we're gonna get into is Bickenhead. Bickenhead is produced by Ayo and Keys and Ness with a very distinct sample. Rob, you want to give it to us?
Give it, Rob. Unmute your mic, damn it.
Rob, what do you?
It comes from the incredible, iconic, Academy Award winning groups of 3 6 Mafia, but Project Pack.
Sir,
Bickenhead. And man, did this song not like bring back memories for all of us? We all stopped and was like, oh.
Cardi's version of it didn't get the proper attention that it deserved.
Bro,
like,
why did
Rita did, but it didn't get a video. I think
it needed a video. All it needed was a video, and it would have been perfect. It would have been another single. I swear to everything, this would have been a platinum single. I swear to you, because it dropped in the club, and oh my god.
Off this song,
would have got this video on BET Uncut.
Bruh.
In the song, like, this goes for all my nasty hoes. Like, this is just...
I have like a dream that, you know, she gets Gangsta Boo and Mia X and they remix this song and it's amazing.
That would
in my mind.
My God.
And like I really wish that they did. And like I said, she was pregnant, man. So it was a lot of stuff that like hindered her, like a lot of things that just didn't make sense. Can you imagine this video of her being in a strip club pregnant? I mean, some guys are into that, but
I am.
know.
I too am. I'm niggas. It's me. I'm niggas.
I think I would love for artists to normalize going back to their old songs and treating them like new songs.
Yes.
Videos to them. Putting out like yo, like just hitting Twitter, like yo, I don't think y'all really fucked with this song like y'all should have. And I made a video to it. Like from a song, like I remember I had a thought. I used to always have this thought all the time, like, yo, there's so many songs. There's a lot of songs from back in the day that Kanye just wasn't good at rapping yet that he put out that I liked. But I was like, yo, he should put this out. Like, I feel like Kanye should re-rap his verse on The Bounce with Hove because it's such a bad verse.
Horrible.
But I wanted him to redo.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was such a bad verse. But I'm like, yo, now that Kanye can rap, like 2006 Kanye would never rap like that. I feel like if he put a new verse on that, I just want something like that. Like, people aren't exercising their rights in rap like they need to, man. But I digress. I think she should still treat this. This would blow up if she came out with a video for this today.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I think she should still give us this video because this song could have been so this song could have been so huge. This song could have won platinum plaque. Mm-hmm. Like this song would have been in the club every single day. I like this song was so big. This song not big, excuse me. So incredible. It was an incredible, like with the sample too. Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, so we'll get into the next song, which is Bodak Yellow. It's produced by Laquan Green and Jay White did it. We'll get into the next song, which is a diamond single, Bodak Yellow. That's what I should have said. Diamond single.
She is the only female rapper to ever have a diamond single.
Cardi.
Only female rapper.
What do you guys think it is that's so enticing about this song that made it break make history?
There's a lot of key factors about this song that make it
Thank you, Eli.
Like, because the thing is, each and every one of us, like we all know a Cardi B. We have a homegirl. Like, if you don't have a homegirl like Cardi B, then you've seen the girl arguing on the block with either the next chick girl out
arguing. Girls who listen to Bodak Yellow don't argue.
They beat bitches up.
You've seen a Cardi B out in the streets. Like you've been in Cardi's presence without actually being in Cardi's presence. Mm-hmm. So she's such that's what makes her such a relatable figure because like, yo, like I fuck with you and you so raw and real and you don't hold your tongue and you lay out on this record. Like I think on this record she talked about getting her teeth fixed because they was ragging on her about that. But aside from that, but it's just the bars on this, she went in. The flow is amazing. The beat is great. Fucking shout out to Kodak Black, like approving all of this. I know he's getting bread off of this too.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
He's got
still is, but he's about to go away.
Yeah, he's about to go away, but that's nonetheless. But that's pretty much all I got to say. This is a perfect record. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Yeah.
I mean, this album is incredible. This song is incredible. Like Julia said, started out from a freestyle, and now we're here. Just to see the video of Cardi in the middle of the studio, like in the hallway of the studio, coming up with the lyrics, it's beautiful because it's like you really get inspired. Like, yo, someone really took their time, made this song, and I'm proud of her for it. Women Turn Up. This is definitely play this song when I'm 6 mimosas in.
Please no. Oh dear, no. Somebody's gonna die.
I love this song. I like this song a lot.
I also wanted to add that this song was like owned that summer. So right.
Oh yeah.
So everywhere you went, everywhere you went, you had to hear this song, and you had to hear this infectious ass beat and hear these hard ass lyrics that she was spitting. And I think like that's like what made it different, because like women were actually rapping the verse, and even some men, shit, like they were rapping the verse so hard, right? And like that, I haven't seen that happen with female rappers for a very long time. Like, like I've seen women rap all of the lyrics to Nicki Minaj's Monster. I've seen them rap all of the lyrics to Queen Bitch from Little Kim, right? And Crush on You. But think about that. Like now, right? Especially even though Bodak Yellow wasn't on TikTok, I think that things like TikTok came around because of Bodak Yellow, where like women were actually rapping these songs into their videos. Some of our listeners, we have a friend, her name is Crystal Anrod, right? So every time I went out somewhere, anywhere, they would literally have to perform the song like she fucking wrote Bodak Yellow. And everybody would pull their phones out, record Crystal performing, and it will go viral somewhere, some way, right? Or everybody, like, they just anticipated it like she was fucking Cardi.
I definitely have footage of her wilding
rapping Bodak Yellow in your phone, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm just saying is like now, like that's like a thing. Like now, like a person has a single out, and that song, they better go on TikTok. You better be able to recite the words. Like that became a thing after. I'm not saying that Cardi is the reason, but I'm pretty sure girls wanted to rap other songs that they like because they started liking, because of Bodak Yellow made them start liking other rap songs by women. I'm just saying, like, there's that correlation, and I definitely see the connection there with that.
Regg, you said what was the factor that are the factors that made this in, right? You know, we could talk about the flow, we could talk about the beat, we can talk about the video with the the lion. The cheetah or the leopard, right? But let's just be honest, woman was the reason this song was so successful. Women were the reason, the number one reason, because you heard it in the club, you saw the woman rapping, you saw them turning up, and you said, "Oh, well, I guess this song is all right if the woman like it." So shout out to the woman of hip hop for doing that, and shout out to the woman for that. Like, Cardi always praises her fans. Cardi always praises women and always uplifts the correct woman. Keyword uplifts the correct woman. Woman made this song be where it's at. That's it. And
as true as that is, I think there's more to it than that, though. I think she it's a very unconventional. There's a lot of things that just aren't supposed to work or aren't traditional about a single that this song has. This song doesn't. The chorus isn't really a chorus. It's like a lead into. It's a buildup, and then the flow, the aggression. Even though it's so catchy.
Yeah.
Not like this isn't built like a structured. This isn't the regular structure
because it's a freestyle. It was originally a freestyle.
Yeah,
that's why. And it's the woman, man. It's the woman. Don't discredit the woman, Regg.
Yeah, but no, it's that. But also, there's more to it. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, we agree. Let's just get that out the way to our listeners. We agree.
So why are you trying to argue with me, baby? What you doing?
I'm just saying, personally, with me, I think the biggest factor was the woman, and like it was just shout out to all the other lady rappers. It's like, damn, this lady rapper came out, like she's singing like you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. Like that was like it was man, this summer was a good.
Not only was it a woman's song, it was a New York record.
It was a New York
record. And that's what people don't remember. It was a New York hip hop record. Only we could really relate to it. We understood who that person was, just like Eli said. So when you went somewhere, you would hear DJs would be like, "Yo, is New York in the building?" oh, New York in the New York in the building, and they would play that, and you just knew it was a move. Like everywhere, I think that's was a very key factor as well. Like it just worked. It just worked. I've never seen a record. Well, I won't say that. It began the evolution of women saying, we decide what we want to dance to, not men. And then right after 2018, 2019, into 2019, 2020, 2021, women have been running rap music. Women make better rap music than men now. Like they make the better party records.
Yeah.
Because right after this, into 2019, you go right into Megan Thee Stallion. And then we get what's the Megan record with the sample?
Which one?
Tell me if it's love.
That was the next. That was Big Ol' Freak was the next year.
Yeah.
So like it became a thing. Like women were coming. Then 2020, City Girls.
Yeah.
So it's been a thing. It's been a thing where like we look for the women for the party record now.
In all those artists, you still had like a whole bunch of highlights too. You had a whole bunch of other women that were on the scene killing it.
You had the Doja Cats, the Rico Nasties, who are running around making records too. Drizzy as well. But like women have been running rap music, and this
Shout
was
out
the
to
start.
Cash Doll. Love Cash Doll.
Love Cash Doll.
Dream Doll.
Great.
Oh,
that's why I said it.
Yeah, Dream Doll she picking up steam right now.
Yeah, Dream Doll is out here right now. All right, well, we'll get into the next song. Next song is Be Careful, and it's produced by Frank Dukes, Boy Wonder, and Vinyls. Not my favorite.
Yeah,
I knew it was coming, Regg.
I like this beat. I don't like the flow. Is not for this to follow up Bodak Yellow.
Yeah.
It was because this only worked because we loved Cardi so much. Is the reason why this worked. We love Cardi personality. That's the reason why this song worked. And everything that came with this song is what helped it like get to that next level, because she performed this song when she performed this song on SNL when she debuted that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
That's what took this song like to the next level too. It gave it extra pair of legs when she did that, because she made a moment out of this mediocre song. So like
it also got the introduction of Partisan Fontaine.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because he that's when he started getting some recognition, and this was the first little chink in Cardi's armor, if you want to call it that. It's still a platinum single, but it was a little chink. I'll call it a chink only because that's when. Because to keep it a buck, as much as we love Cardi, it's not like we suspected all along that she was writing all her bars and shit. But this was the chink because Partisan Fontaine came out of nowhere. And this is when we knew that for sure she has writers, because he was attached to this song. I don't know how much he contributed, but he's listed as a writer for this song.
As well as the sample comes from Lauryn Hill's X Factor.
Yeah.
She used the flow.
Which was a big year for that song, because Drake also sampled that song.
Yes, he did.
Year. So Lauryn.
Sorry guys, I'm popping back in.
Lauryn Hill,
be careful, right?
Yeah, be careful. Lauryn Hill was out. Yeah, it does. I'm glad. Yeah, we established that.
This song fucking sucks, and it starts like a bad run on the album. And this is like why I was looking at Julius like he had four heads when he said this album's a classic, because how much this song sucks and how much I feel like the label forced her to do it, and it's very gimmicky. And I think that she didn't want to do it, and this is why this is her least performed song to this day. It fucking sucks.
Be careful with me.
Yeah, that hook is nasty.
Well, you can't turn a ratchet into a housewife.
It's not even about turning a ratchet into a housewife, man. It's
what I mean,
sucks. Like,
I'm being figurative. Like, you can tell, like, Cardi was the artist that she's, and to be clear, to your point, we haven't gotten a soft record from Cardi since. That's not her MO. That's not how she built. That's not the music she want to make. I make turn up music. That's the music I'm gonna make.
Right. That's why. So
Deal
that's
with
why
it.
this was. And I'm mistaken. Sorry. This wasn't the second single. This is the third single.
Yeah.
The second single we'll get to, but this was the third single. But this is not the type of energy people wanted from Cardi at that time. But it still worked for her because she, you know, as an artist, you're entitled to share all facets, like your different ways or whatever. She says she loves this record. That's why she obviously put it out. You know, it wasn't for me. Wasn't my cup of tea. We'll get into the next one, though. Next one is Best Life. Best Life features Chance the Rapper. It's produced by Alan Ritter and Boy Wonder.
Get the hell, Chance the Rapper. What? I'm so mad he was rapping. I wish he would have stayed on the chorus. My goodness. And this was the year where his downslope began.
Well, no, he was on fire that year.
2018 it was starting.
Okay.
2018 was the beginning of the end because everybody, like, he was getting annoying to everybody. Because remember, he kept showing up on Ellen. He kept showing up on the Ellen show. People were saying how he dressed like Super Mario. Like, he became gimmicky. He started to have a uniform.
I didn't like this verse. I love the chorus. I didn't like the verse. Great song.
Yeah, man.
Not only that, but like he was
go ahead, Rob.
he was defending everything on Twitter. Anytime something came, hey, I just want to say I'm Chance the Rapper and I'm in support of them. No one asked you, Chance.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, that's why Big Mensa hates him. Like, and they're friends. Big Mensa's like, I hate this dude. But
that's crazy because I hate Big Mensa.
Respectfully.
It's just hate going around here. But yeah, like, I just felt like this was like when we started realizing the chinks in the armor were coming for Chance, and that people were starting to expose how they felt about him and also find out that like a lot of his gimmicks weren't what they like. People were like, the rumblings were coming. He's not a real independent artist. He's fake. Like, that's not true. Everything isn't as organic as it seems. His father was close friends with Barack Obama. Like, his father had political ties in Chicago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything didn't seem so like organic after that. Like, I don't even believe he really did acid. I'll be honest with you.
I think he did it. I don't think so.
I think he did. I
don't think so. I think he lied, bro.
He wasn't a crackhead.
He wasn't no fucking drug. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, so this worked. Also, Partisan Fontaine has writing credits on this song as well. This song worked though at that time. I mean, this was a good year for Chance. Everything he was attached to was working in this time. But also in the same breath, this was the beginning of his downfall. But we'll get into the next song. Next song is I Like It. NJ Balvin. It's crazy to see how far Bad Bunny has come since then. But it's produced by Craig Kallman, Taney, and Jay White did it. Rob, you want to tell us this sample?
Oh, this is a very, very good sample. Sample comes from I like it like that. Like that, which is A Mi Gusta Así by Pete Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Pete Rodriguez? Is it Pete Rodriguez, Eli?
I don't know. I think the original sample is crap too.
Not you now. What you mean? What you mean? What's that mean? What you mean?
It's because
I love how
the reason why I hate this song and the reason why I hate the original sample is because anytime this song, I get it. It's a good Spanish song, but it's one of them shits that they burn to the motherfucking ground. Like, Pete, like, yo, that's what everybody. When you hear a Spanish record that you, hey, it's like, yo, give me a fucking break. This song is trash, and the original song could suck my whole dick.
Okay, so Eli, I want to know
this is the only song. Hold on, Julie. This is the only song I know that when you walk in McDonald's, the machine works. This is the only time the machine works in McDonald's.
Bro, the machine ain't never working. I don't know where you going.
So Eli, when you wanted to be wrong today, why did you choose that?
Why did I choose this? Because this song fucking sucks, man. Get this shit out of here, bro.
Okay, so first off,
All right, yo, when I first heard this record, I was mad disappointed. I was at work. This shit came on my speaker, whatever, and I deadass like tossed my head back. I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, once I heard this record, I'm like, oh, all right, they're really taking care of Cardi right now.
You know what's crazy? There's
like 4 super popular Spanish records that white people just need to hear. And this is one of those Spanish records. There's only like
low-key, huh? You wouldn't say this song has a lot to do with Bad Bunny's ascension?
It does.
Listen, I like this. To be honest with you, I totally forgot this song was on the album. When I went back to hearing this shit, I was still pissed, bro. I don't care about J Balvin being on it. I don't care about Bad Bunny being on it. This whole record is trash.
I want to apologize to the Latinx community. I want to apologize to the Latinx community. I'm so sorry. One of your own is bugging right now. I am willing to be drafted part-time Puerto Rican. I listen to the Latinx listeners. We apologize.
You know what's crazy about?
Let me say something to you.
Wait. You know what's crazy about this song? This song has like 2 of my favorite Cardi moments. Like, it has 2 of my favorite Cardi moments.
I like that.
Eating halal driving a lamb is hard. Eating halal driving a lamb is hard. The other one that I like is I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. Like, she couldn't think of nothing else. I just think that's so hard.
I just want to point out that your man's my favorite artist had J Balvin and Bad Bunny on the track a year ago on Shine, and no one cared. Cardi put them niggas on a record, and the shit went worldwide. That's all I'm saying.
He's not Latino.
So I think you should apologize to your community, Eli, because you wildin'.
Face, bro. Nobody ever's checking for Wale. Like, that's a Twitter thing.
Yeah. But,
so I want you to apologize to all the Eli, I want you to apologize to all of the Latinx community. I want you to apologize to the Bronx community and all the hookah smokers.
I ain't saying sorry to shit. They got to get
the song is absolutely incredible.
Spanish records.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go back. Coachella. I had no idea who Bad Bunny was. I think I heard J Balvin's name because he performed at a couple of award ceremonies. But when I tell you, so at Coachella, like, you know, you can go different places from different parts to stand, and Cardi B was performing on the same stage that Beyonce was going to perform on later on that night. So the crazy thing is just that, like, well, no, it wasn't Beyonce that day. Cardi performed on that Sunday, and that was the same stage that Eminem was going to perform on. So Eminem had, as his fans are called, the stands. They were all out on the stage, and like, it was just crazy to me because I was just like, damn, like, all of these Latinx people are standing by all these emo white dudes that love Eminem, and they over there like just dancing and shit like that and just going fucking crazy. And I'm realizing, like, oh shit, like, Cardi is about to become like an international star, because like, it was just great. Like, mind you, like, in Coachella, it's like we're in like the dirt, like, you know, or like the grass, and pretty much like these people are dancing salsa and merengue and out there in the street. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm. It was big, man. It was a big song. Wow, Eli, you a piece of shit. All right, we'll get into the next song.
People love that record.
Next song is Ring. Ring features Kehlani. It's produced by Scripps Riley and Needles. Wow, I didn't know Scripps Riley produced it. I like it.
Ring. Kehlani.
I like this song, and I like her verses, and I love Kehlani, but I just don't like these Kehlani hooks.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I get
like,
you.
I like what Cardi was rapping about. Like, this is basically just you know, it's fuck these niggas song. That's all it is, right?
Yeah.
And like, I enjoyed it, and obviously it was a perfect combination. I didn't like this hook. Like, the hook isn't infectious to me. It's annoying.
I get that.
Anybody else?
Like, you get what I'm saying though, right? Like I'm not bugging. I'm just saying like,
No,
I like the
Cardi's
song.
raps. I enjoy. I listen to it. I enjoy it. Like ring, 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 ring. Like I don't like hearing like a phone ring. So why would I want to hear them just saying ring, ring over and over?
Okay, I get what you're saying. I enjoyed it because I love those. This is a radio song. Like this is a pure radio song. So maybe that's because that's. And I think that's how the chorus, I guess, was like made to be written or whatever. So I get it, and I loved it because this was like as first time I heard the song, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely supposed to be for radio. For Kalani, I love it. I loved her. Them linking up was like really, really, really good. Unexpected to me, and the magic that was some good potion in the magic. So this was great. This is good.
Okay. All right. So we'll get into the next song. Next song is Moneybag. Moneybag features YG. No, is this the one?
No.
No, sorry. This one is produced by Jay White Did It. This one doesn't feature YG.
Moneybag. Hey, Moneybag.
I do like this song though. I do fuck with this one. I like the energy on this one a lot. How y'all feel?
That beat.
How did she not get Plies to be on this song?
I think that who?
That's the only question. Plies,
baby. I can't hear Plies,
baby.
I can't
Sweet
hear
Pussy
Plies.
Saturday. Sweet Pussy Saturday. That's why he should have been on his own.
No, I mean not just because of that. Like I just felt like he would have killed this. Like because you remember ran off on the plug twice was popping. Like
Yeah.
it was finishing off around the time. I just know he would have killed this shit.
I'd have to hear him on it because I can't. I don't know.
I could definitely hear.
Maybe you don't listen to it. Maybe you don't listen to enough Plies to know what he can do. I do. I listen to a lot of Plies.
Wow. Okay. Now, whoa, hold on. Whoa. That was aggressive.
Okay.
I kind of feel aggressive towards you tonight.
Moneybag. I wonder why. Okay, well, I'll get into that at the end. Never mind. I'll save that for the end. But we'll get into the next song. Next song is Bartier Cardi, and it features 21 Savage. It's produced by 30 Rock and Cheese Beats. I hate the way Cardi raps on this song so fucking much.
Wow. Incredible. Wow.
She doesn't sound good at all on this song. Savage sounds great. He was in his pocket. He found the pocket of the beat. I think he came in after she had already laid her shit, obviously. And he kind of went with that flow. And I thought he killed it. I don't like the way she sounds on this. It sounds like she's still trying to rap on this. Still trying to learn how to rap on this.
Wow, this was his song and he gave it to her.
Yeah,
this was his song. This was his song. And Offset suggested that Cardi get on it, and then 21 Savage said that Cardi could have it.
Yeah.
And then they went and they redid it. Like he already laid it down, but Offset was I guess maybe this was early on. He was like, "Yo, I got a song that that I can get you on 21 Savage," because Offset is basically the person who gets her features, reaches out to people because she's always scared to reach out. So that was the story with this song. And when I first heard this song, I was like, this is the follow, because this was after Bodak Yellow, if I'm not mistaken. And this song just didn't hit for me. I was like, yeah, this ain't doing it.
Wow.
I'm not.
That's crazy.
And
bitch ass bitch.
And I still feel that way. I feel like this song ain't it. It's not it.
Wow. Crazy.
They could try to force it on us, but it's not it.
Beautiful song. Great song. I like this song. This song is not. I don't think this song was should have been a single or on the radio. I think this should have been an album cut. That is where I will agree with you all at. But I like this song, the aggressive, the beat on this song, and then 21 Savage comes in. I really like this song.
Diamonds all over my body, shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly. Ugh.
I'm sorry if you never had a woman on Molly or with diamonds on her body. I'm sorry you can't relate. I'm sorry.
Hey man, I ain't got to
relate.
relate
to our raps
to be good music or for it to be whack. All right, that's what the misinterpretation is with music. Cause I ain't shot people. I ain't drank syrup a day in my life, but I love Future. So we'll get into the next.
You do treat women terribly, though. So I mean,
yo, Rob, please don't do that. That's not even funny.
Hey, Rob, you that next song.
You're jealous, man.
The next song. She Bad is the next song, and it features YG, and it's produced by Official and Mustard.
She bad. She bad. She bad. She bad. That song is fire.
This picks it up.
What? Oh man!
I fuck with this. This is like one of the few YG songs that I really enjoy from him.
Yo, this song.
Yeah,
YG has hits, bro.
I'm cool.
Did you not hear My Crazy Life? My Crazy Life? My Crazy Life? What's wrong with you?
I enjoy it.
I'll wait till everybody. I'll talk. This song is amazing. And this was a song that like really impressed me when I saw her perform it, because she was pregnant as fuck and she was getting on stripper poles, still like making moves and shit like that. This song is amazing. YG on the hook is dope as fuck. And like he kind of like changed his voice a little bit because we're so used to him like yelling, and to hear him in a different tone was actually really, really cool. So I actually really enjoyed that part. So that was pretty awesome. Like I enjoyed that.
I just it's so simple. Like the hook is simple, it's catchy, and it's for the woman. Like this is definitely like a strip club song. Man, I really, really love this. It was great. And like when I believe when she was at Coachella, she performed this pregnant, dude. Like she performed this pregnant. Come on, man. That was sick. I loved it. It helped grow my fetish even more. So it was great.
All right. We'll get into the next one, which is Through Your Phone. It's produced by Watt and Benny Blanco. She has a lot of songs about all her slow tone type songs or in her pocket type songs are about infidelity and like trust that nigga and shit being hard for her. So like, which is something that blew this album up even more in retrospect, because she started going into her shit or her issues with Offset. It was on full display around this time. So wow. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's crazy. But yeah, I like this song. I don't mind this one.
Yeah, this is definitely an album cut song. This is a song I think she just wanted to put out just to like vent. I guess this was like a venting session to her, so I definitely respect the song being here.
Yeah,
and it's an theme of invasion of privacy.
Wait,
this is the hurt to feelings. Oh,
what was that, Julius?
I said this goes along with the theme of like invasion of privacy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, women think that men have no privacy, but that's another conversation. This is just the hurt your own feelings anthem right here. This is the like why the fuck is she encouraging women to go through men's phones? The fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's triggering.
I mean, facts.
Stay out my shit. Don't pay my bills.
Yeah, don't go through my shit. My shit is my shit.
You want to know what's hilarious? I feel like Khloe Kardashian listens to this album and cries herself to sleep because everything that she's going through with Tristan Thompson, Cardi's describing on this album.
And still wakes up with him the next day. So
that's none of our business.
That's white. That's a white people business. We're not in
I encourage that.
You say you encourage it? All right. Well, we'll get into the next.
We don't do that over here. No, and not after me. Come on, Eli. Come on.
We'll get into the next song. Eli's thoughts and opinions are his own. The next song is I Do, and it features SZA. It's produced by Q Beats and Murder Beats. Great way to close this out. Great way to close this out.
Beautiful.
This song is fire.
Great way to close it. SZA don't miss. SZA don't miss.
I do. And
the bar that my sex is so good I say my own name during sex is a crazy bar. That was a crazy bar.
Imagine that, like you in the middle of something with Shorty and she just yelling out her own name.
Yeah.
That'd be Eli, why you said yeah like that's happened before?
Nah, that shit would be fire though.
Yeah, it happened to you, Eli, yeah.
Bro,
I gotta find
reminiscing on how you felt about stripping across the street from your school, Rob. You need to relax.
I gotta actually find the conversation that me and Reg had back in the day when me and Reg first getting to know each other. I was like, "Oh shit, you a Virgo? Oh man, I thought you was like some super like humble dude." And Reg was like, "Yeah, I actually have sex so I can hear my own name sometimes." And I was like, "Whoa, all right, Reg."
It was a joke. I remember that. That was a joke.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it was a joke, bro.
That was a joke.
Do you do it so you can get different like pitch, like a different octave? Like
I'm definitely gonna find it. It's somewhere. It was on a text message on social media. It was something, but you can find that shit.
Okay.
It was probably on Facebook or something.
Mr. B.
But okay, so we've reached the end of this album. And wait, before we even get into our what you call it, Rob, you owe me an apology. I don't like what you said here.
I apologize to Reg. Reg treats women very fairly and equally with respect and love and tenderness.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't like that. So we've reached the end of this album. This was, and we agree that this is a big album.
Not you picking up your button up. Just relax.
Relax. We agree that this is a big album. Julius, we know how you felt at the top of us even getting into this album. I would love to hear how you feel now, an hour and 3 minutes after we've broken it down.
So, in my closing statements for this case, for the case of Cardi B's invasion of privacy, I will say that there is one song that does not belong on here, and that is I want to say be careful. That's the one song that I can say that shouldn't be on here. That's something that I will agree with you all, because we were looking for something stronger, and she didn't really quite deliver on it. I will say in my closing statements that we all went through reminiscing, which means if an album helps you reminisce, that album is very important to you. That's number one. Number two, we remembered the. Huh? You said what?
It's not true. Continue.
Okay. Anyway, we remembered the moments, big moments from the little to the top. This album helped her get to Coachella. This album is a classic. This album, what? Y'all said y'all didn't like what? 2 songs on here out of, I'm sorry, 13? Come on.
Honestly, Julius, your bar for rating albums is in hell. I don't know how. I don't know. Like, listen.
Y'all said y'all didn't like 2 albums. Y'all said y'all didn't like 2 songs from this 13-track album.
Listen to your credentials, bro. Listen
y'all
to
like
your credentials. Your credentials. You said if this song makes you remember things, that means it's good. It's like,
excuse me, album. Album. It helped you remember
things. You know how many albums? You know how many bad albums make me remember terrible times in my life that I never want to hear again.
And guess what? You want to relive these moments right now, listening to this album. I guarantee it, like Mine and Key. This album is a classic. Cardi is here to stay. She's a legend. She is literally a top 10 lady rapper just off of this album. She doesn't have to make another album anymore, and she will be historic.
Okay, I agree with that last statement.
You agree with that last statement? That thing was crazy. What? I believe it, but it was crazy.
Have to make a record, and she will be historic. That's a fact. She doesn't.
You agree with that statement, but not the classic album statement?
I would like, just for that, I would genuinely like Julius to mute himself and let everyone else speak after this. You said enough.
I said enough. I will sit down. Those are my closing statements. The defense will rest.
I think the album is incredible. To me, it is a classic. It definitely has stood the test of time as far as a short period of time. I look at albums as time periods and placeholders, and where was I when it happened. this album really did well. Like I explained in the beginning of the show, that this album had a lot of uphill battles, from her writing to her being able to perform, to her being pregnant, to her getting the Grammy nod, to her getting the Grammy win, to her performing, her going on tour with Bruno Mars. Like all of these things happened out of this album. To me, if we look at other artists' albums and say, yo, with the exception of like 2 songs as a classic, then she's a shoo-in. I think this is hers. Like, and the last thing I want to do is be in women's business. Women consider this album a classic. So who am I to argue? So it's classic to me.
Okay. Well, I like those justifications a lot better than what Julia said. Eli.
Damn, what can I say, man?
You like it like that.
Oh, shut up. But nonetheless, I mean, when I first heard the album, I loved the album. Siding with Julius, I could do without Careful or Be Careful, whatever that song is called. Other than that, I mean, like, I really, really do enjoy this album, and it definitely does take me back to a place. You know, I remember where I was at. I remember what I was doing. I remember the events that I was going to. I remember, it's just, you know, it was a little time capsule. You know what I mean? And plus just seeing how everything, you know, happened for Cardi. You know, her being ratchet on Instagram, then her dropping music, and you know, having her drop like a simple mixtape. It had Bodak Yellow on there. It took a while for that song to get some burn. Then she went on VH1, and you know, you just kept seeing like this next move, the next move, the next move, the next one, the next, and you know, it's amazing to see, and it's still beautiful to see. And Cardi is still entertaining to this very day.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very entertaining woman. She's surprisingly so. I think it took us all a little surprise when she started getting into a little political bag. I don't mean to say little political bag, but you know, it's just amazing to see the type of person that she is, the growth that she's gone that she's gone through, and to see where she's at right now. And this is a great album. Like, you know, I just can't wait. I really can't wait to see what the next album brings, because so far we've been getting a ton of singles from Cardi, and we haven't got a solid project yet. But how I rate this album, I give this album a 4.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Taurian?
Yeah, I'll go. Julius, there's 5 songs that I don't like on this album. Out of 13 songs. This song does bring back good memories, but it's not like nostalgic memories, like how I feel like hearing Nas It Was Written, or hearing Reasonable Doubt or anything like that. So it doesn't give me that feeling. I thoroughly enjoy this album, and like I said at the beginning, it's good to remember like how this woman became famous. But I don't mix together me being happy for her becoming famous and becoming a millionaire and successful and proving it out is wrong with the quality of the album. 2 separate things. With that being said, I definitely was impressed by the fact that, like, you know, yeah, she had her mixtapes, Gangsta Bitch music. She pretty much was a novice at making music. So, like, she was getting better as time went on. And you can even tell with certain tracks, like what we said, we were like, yo, this song sounds like when she first started learning how to rap. This is when she actually started learning how to get into her pocket, right? So, like, I don't think she's like as talented of an MC as like Foxy, Eve, or Little Kim. But what she does have, or Nicki, but what she does have is like the charisma, and she has the story. So with this album being the butterfly coming from the cocoon, right, of Cardi's career and everything like that, like I'll say that I give this album 3.5 stars out of 5 because she pretty much, like, she did everything that she was supposed to do, and the music, like, you know, like she had every intention for the songs to be good, but like the songs that were bad, like I could tell like it probably wasn't 100% her, and I think that's what the problem was. And what I hope on her next project, like, you know, she has more control with what she does, because Like the song "Ring," through your phone. I really didn't like that song. "Be Careful with Me." I feel like the label completely forced her to do that song. So when I'm critiquing some of these songs, I'm just like, damn, like this absolutely doesn't sound like Cardi wanted to do it. Or this was her bag. And who knows? Maybe she did, but maybe somebody should advise her not to. So that's just my thing on that. Do I think that Cardi is like an amazing artist and she is the mother to a lot of these female rappers? I do. Mm-hmm. Some people would say Nicki, but I just feel like Nicki had almost a 10-year reign and no female rappers came out. Cardi came out and floodgates open. So that's my argument. Some people might say I'm tripping. Some people might say I'm bugging, but that's just how I see it. I think that a lot of female rappers that have careers right now, a la Sweetie, or as Tracy Ellis Ross called it, Sawate, deserve, like she like Cardi definitely deserves it because labels didn't know what to do with female rappers for a very long time. Cardi came and they figured it out. Says a lot. Some people might say that's a hot take from me, but I generally feel like as far as like Nicki started, they didn't know how to present a new female rapper. All of a sudden Cardi B comes along, we have so many female rappers, is like you can like pick your poison now, like right there everywhere. So I close my case on that 3.5 waffles out of 5.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this album a 4.5. I'll give this album a 4.5 because it's one of the rare albums that actually I feel not rare, so I'll change that. It's one of the albums that I feel the moments around it and that surround it kind of make it even more catastrophic. It's one of those albums that has stood the test of time because of the moments that surround it. And it just so happens that the music that's with it is really good. With the exception of a couple songs, like I was vocal about the songs that I really don't like. But I think what makes up for it is the type of force that Cardi B is. And like everything was executed as far as the promo for this album, so good, like so perfectly. And I feel like that plays a major factor into the album itself because everything was in conjunction. Everything had a purpose with the rollout of this album, with the singles, everything. Like even the whole cheating scandal, like it just, they put out Be Careful and it just went with all, like everything was executed so perfectly. And I feel like it's kind of a slight to not include all those perfect promo moments with the album and the music because they kind of are one and the same. And with that is why I give it a 4.5. Now where the album lacks, it picks up with the promo and the big moments on here because there's a lot of big moments. You have a fucking diamond single on this album. It doesn't get any bigger than that from what we've seen. Like, so everything was done right with the exception of a couple songs. So 4.5.
All right.
So we're gonna close this out. How you guys feeling? Really? How do you feel? You looking at me funny.
I'm not. Listen, I love everything I heard. Just like I said previously, my defense is in the bed now. All I can do is listen.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm First Class Regg.
I'm Taurian B.
And we are out of here. Peace.